are there, I'm not asking you to obviously disclose any secrets, but are there a range of, I mean, it seems to be there's a range of non-military measures given that India can also contemplate against Pakistan?
Well, I think India today is extremely angry. And I can tell you in my lifetime, we've seen wars, we've seen human tragedies, we've seen our prime ministers being assassinated by terrorists. But the kind of anger which has been there, even on previous occasions, the one this time is unprecedented. There's a huge gap between the strength of the two countries. And Pakistan doesn't learn. And therefore, without getting into the details, I think, as the Prime Minister has said, India will exercise all instruments at its command, whether it is diplomatic or otherwise. And therefore, we have to act in a manner that this battle has to be decisively won by us. Because Pakistan is not willing to give up. Its traditional role in our neighborhood as a rogue state. You see, the head of the government says, give me actionable intelligence. Well, you need actionable intelligence if it's a blind offense. And you can only give some clues. But here's a man sitting in your own country who's owned up to the offense. So when there is a confession, there is not even an evidence in any court in the world. So you have people sitting in your own country admitting to the offense that, yeah, we've done it, giving credit for it. Amongst the people who were killed 2 days thereafter, 2 of them turned out to be Pakistani citizens who were associated by the JEM. And therefore, you still want evidence, and you can simply come out with blatant denials. I think Pakistan is riding a tiger on this issue. And the tiger never spares its own rider. So sooner or later, you are going to reach a situation of this kind. But speaking for India, as the Prime Minister has already clarified, I think India has all options. You need not exhaust all options on day one. This is not a 1-week battle. It's to be it should be undertaken in various forms.
I mean, you can say that India has much more to lose than Pakistan. I mean, Pakistan also has large elements of irrational behavior. It's a nuclear armed state. So, in a sense, our economy is much larger. We've made a lot of progress.
You see, India has a huge amount of resilience. And the resilience and the size of the economy, our capacity is far more, our fundamentals are far more sound. And I'm afraid I can't say that about their economy. They must seriously introspect. Remember, in the 70s, when Bangladesh got created as a nation, where was Bangladesh as an economy? Today, in every economic parameter, it is way ahead of them. They've gone to the IMF for the 13th time in a row.
Which we used to go once upon a time.
No, we went once, but that was history. That was 27 years ago.
So we talked of bhavna in the context of elections. Do you think there has been an excess of bhavna when it comes to cricket matches at international tournaments between India and Pakistan?
You see, there is, as I said, India is very angry. And therefore, this is a reaction. And the reaction is that you can't be seen playing friendly, even competitive matches with them at a time where there is such a hostile environment in the country. So the feeling of the people is understandable on this. But I feel that, and this kind of a sentiment is more natural in India. And the alternative narrative, which finds greater space in the media than probably on the ground, that any kind of subversion, extremist element, separatist element, subversive elements of various ideologies, those people find greater reflection in the media, but on the ground, They don't even win a municipal poll. And therefore, I think this reflection of concern for the country, and this cuts across caste, it cuts across religion, it's almost uniform. It cuts across states.